That's 2 weeks. I'm sorry.
Pet peeves. Everybody has them. Those little things that just drive you crazy. I know I have mine. That little old lady in the fast lane, that restaurant table you just can't get right, or the kid screaming in the booth behind you. First of all, I commute from Florence to Columbia every day, so I'm on the interstate way too much. The other day, I was on the way to Greenville, and all of a sudden, I was forced to slam on brakes. This little old lady was doing 65 miles per hour in the fast lane, trying to pass a truck that was going 64 and a half. Well, I thought the closer I got to her bumper, she might decide to move over. However, 10 minutes later, I finally got by this lady who, in my opinion, had no business driving on the interstate, much less in the fast lane. Maybe one day drivers will get the idea that if they aren't going to drive fast, they should move to the slow lane. Once I finally got to my destination, we decided to go eat at a Ruby Tuesday. Well, the hostess sat us down at a booth, and as soon as I set my arms down on the table, I realized that the table wobbled back and forth. I thought, no big deal, right? I'll just stuff some napkins under the table until it stops wobbling. So, I leaned down, fixed the table. As I'm coming up, of course I hit my head, but I made life better for all of humanity, so I feel pretty good about myself. Then Ashley points out that the table's about 2 miles away from either of us. We look behind us though, and there's somebody sitting on both sides, so we wait not so patiently for the person behind me to get up. Then, quickly, so as not to draw any attention, I try to scoot my 300-pound side of the booth up towards the table. Once I get it close enough, after several minutes of struggling, we have to push the table closer to her. Well, of course, this knocks the table off the napkins, making it once again unstable. At this point, I give up. I decide the only reason this is going to make this table better is its destruction. Well, about the time I'm starting to feel better about dinner, a young couple walks in with a child. Of course, as soon as they sit down, the kid starts screaming. The parents sit right there and allow this kid to interrupt dinner for the entire restaurant. It was the loudest, most annoying, most ear-piercing scream I have ever heard, yet they did nothing about it. My parents didn't let me act like that when I was a child. Maybe restaurants should put a sign at the door, no service until your kid stops screaming. Well, I don't know if any of these things annoy you. Maybe you've never even noticed them before. But everybody has pet peeves. What's yours? Thanks.
Cool.
All right.
He's about like me. He got no patience like me. I always said restaurants should have no smile.